Elliott.
And I'm Ed Holen. Welcome to this next to the last edition of the Olympia Insider for 2015.
We're getting towards the end of session, and I think everybody should really be happy with what we've all done, including you, in trying to get bills passed. I think, what did you say? We had 17 bills that right now have been passed that we're following and being involved in.
And we have another 4 that relate to the implementation of the budget. So that's a pretty good success rate, I think, for this legislative session.
I do too. I think it's fabulous. So a couple of the bills we'll highlight is one is the ABLE Act. You might recall that the federal government has now allowed for people with all disabilities, not just developmental disabilities, to be able to hold some money so that they can have it for when they either retirement or for to use in other ways.
And that's a great intent that the state has, and the planning will begin as soon as this bill is signed, I'm sure.
Yes.
Another bill that we supported during this session hopefully will increase the number of providers that are able to provide respite care, because it adjusts the hours of training. So if a provider only provides 300 hours a year, they'll be able to do that, but need to receive less training than those who would like to actually get into a career path. So I think that will increase the respite providers throughout our state.
Mm-hmm. A bill that we worked on long and hard, and it's not quite what we want, and it's being worked out, I believe, in the joint committees. It has to do with the restraints and seclusion in the schools. And even though it's not exactly what we want, we think it's at least a first step that we can come back and then work on later.
You know, we're at the point in the session where legislators are finally coming together and working out the details of the next 2-year budget. Before they go home, they have to pass the biennial budget, as it's called, so that we'll be able to operate the state and run the services over the next 2 years.
So right now, what you might want to think about is going to the Arc of Washington's website and finding out which bills passed that you might have supported, and then write your legislator and thank them for supporting those bills.
And we'll be back to you with the results of the budget negotiations once it's all said and done.
And it might mean that we have a special session, because session ends Sunday on the 28th. So it may be a while before you see us again.
But remember...